Ha everybody! In 1998, DMA Design released an open world game for the N64 which was unlike anything I had played until that point. Body Harvest takes place in the year 2016, where aliens have wiped out all of humanity. The last remaining survivors sent a genetically enhanced super soldier back in time to different important places to stop the alien invaders from harvesting all of humanity. I still remember when my mom brought the game home from the video rental store. I must have been 9 years old back then, and let me tell you, the game scared me a lot. From the moment I booted up the game and the intro cinematic started, I knew this wasn't like any of the games I have played up to that point. This wasn't a lighthearted platformer where you collect shiny things and save the day. No, this was something else. This was Body Harvest. I still remember when I first booted up the game. The hero, genetically enhanced super soldier Adam Drake, first setting foot in Greece as a somber, ominous music played in the background. I made my way to a blue car, drove for a bit and encountered the first alien wave out of nowhere. Without a warning, somehow I managed to exterminate all of them and kept exploring the giant map. I remember making it to a mountain with a cave, but soon after I got lost and it was time to bring the game back to the rental store. But this experience stuck with me all those years until some months ago when I tried to give Body Harvest another shot, but this time I was prepared. When replaying the game I wanted to see what was beyond that mountain cave, and when I did, it was just as magical as it was when I first played Body Harvest. I fought more alien waves, got to ride a tank, saved a burning village with a fire truck, found a legendary weapon and defeated the alien possessor. What a ride. But what I didn't know was that the game wasn't over. Far from it, I traveled through time, ended up in a whole other open world to explore. My mind was blown. It was like playing the game for the first time. Everything was new and the journey kept getting more and more dangerous. The game also has amazing music that, instead of having the same song for one area, relies on playlists with tracks for peaceful exploration. Or intense battle themes when you fight the aliens. The gameplay of Body Harvest often gets described as a prototype to GTA 3, but to me it has a lot more to offer than just being a blueprint for the GTA series. Houses can be entered, letting you talk to NPCs, gather information and lore about your location, replenish your health and gather fuel for vehicles. Some of the better vehicles have low or even no fuel at all until you refill them. Unlike open world games of today, Body Harvest is very straightforward and mission based. You need to destroy an alien processor or a shield generator. But how you get to these objectives is where the progression becomes interesting. One time you have to find a weapon to clear a path, another time you have to get access to a boat or a plane to reach your destination. But don't think you can get to these places easily. While you explore the map, you will get alerts of harvester waves attacking civilians. When this happens, you have to get there as quickly as possible. Every minute you waste, more people will fall victim to the harvesters. But luckily, there are many different kinds of vehicles to let you get there as fast as possible, ranging from cars to motorcycles to tanks, boats and even planes and helicopters. But while you zoom around the map, you better do not fall into the water, because Adam Drake has a swimming speed of very slow, which means most of the time you fall into the water, you might drown. The aliens even have different roles and work together. Scouts locate buildings and mark locations for waves to attack. Goliaths attack buildings and force civilians to escape outside. Drones attack people and vehicles and protect the harvester, and the harvester gathers humans. All of these are just the basic insects. There are dozens of variations throughout the game. Don't let the difficulty of the first world deceive you. The aliens will get more and more advanced over time with each world and time period. At the bottom of the screen is the body count meter, which goes up for each human killed, even if done so by accident. Oops! In a way, the people in this game are just as important as you. Every time a combat encounter ends, it's always very relieving to see the little low poly people roam around and be well, and very upsetting if you couldn't save all of them. If you fail too much and the body counter is full, it's a game over. A thunderstorm starts, and shortly after, the world will explode. Oops! This is why Body Harvest to me is the opposite of GTA. In GTA, running over a civilian doesn't have much meaning beyond getting chased by the police. But in Body Harvest, every decision has meaning, and every mistake is permanent, with an always present reminder on the bottom left corner and no way to reverse your mistakes. The sparse checkpoints only available after finishing an objective make Body Harvest a very challenging game. And also, be warned, if you want to play the game on easy, don't play the European version, because in that version, when you finish the first 3 worlds, you get locked out of the last 2 worlds. Luckily, this questionable design choice was removed in the US version. In the downtime, you interact with NPCs, solve puzzles, find collectibles and get new weapons, which vary depending on the time period. You have more standard weapons like pistols, shotguns, machine guns, and more special weapons like a magical mirror shield that shoots fire laser, which is pretty cool. So this is Body Harvest. You are a little soldier in a little car, driving a little world, saving little people from not so little aliens, and I love it very much. And I hope you enjoyed this video and you have a nice rest of your day. And bye bye!